Good evening. Welcome to another Let's Talk. Today we have with us Corey Mills, President of Toastmasters International. Welcome, Corey, to Let's Talk Jonesboro. Can you tell us a little bit about your organization?
Well, first of all, thanks, Bill, for having me here today. Toastmasters, Crowley's Ridge Toastmasters. We're here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. We established this chapter here in 2014, I believe, around June 2014. Ritter Communications and Covenant Medical Benefits both was looking to establish in a club, and once they contacted headquarters, they were like, hey, this guy's trying to do the same thing, this company's trying to do the same thing. So we merged the forces and started that club, and we've been going great ever since. So,
what made you think about this, Corey? What made you think Toastmasters? First, tell us what Toastmasters International is, and then why you felt like this would be good for us.
okay. Toastmasters International is an international public speaking nonprofit organization. It has over 15,000 clubs across the world, and it's just a great organization. Help those with public speaking. It also focuses on leadership skills. When you join the organization, you get two manuals, which is a CC, a company communication manual, and a CL manual, which is a company leadership manual. And both of those manuals take you step by step on how to become a better speaker and a better leader. And that's something I think that's the number one fear, actually, Bill, is public speaking in the world.
There's no question. I've lived it. Yeah, I lived most of my life in fear of public speaking. Yes.
Yes, me too. I'm nervous today.
So, something gave you the courage to take on this challenge? And you felt like everyone is in the club has decided they're going to face this challenge, right?
Yes. Well, initially, again, the company I work for thought it would be something great for the employees, and we just dove in this thing, and I wasn't the best speaker, kind of an introvert a little bit, but I knew I needed to overcome that to establish myself, to build the confidence up with the profession that I'm in. I do a lot of public relations type of situations.
You can tell us your company and your profession.
Okay. I work with Crowley Ridge, Covenant Medical Benefits. We're a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
And what we do, go out into the community, educate people about the Affordable Care Act, and a lot of issues that's going on with that now.
Yeah, absolutely.
From the initial point of it when it first started, we've been existing with going with that. So getting out in the community, creating these liaisons with different organizations in the community, the churches, different community-based organizations, just to get them aware and get them conscious about the options that there are with the health insurance through the state or through the federal.
And the point being, you don't have to be a teacher, preacher, or attorney or whatever to be a public speaker. Anybody who wants to kind of move up the ladder to success has to be a public speaker at some levels, right?
Even if you're doing a presentation in front of your associates or your staff with your job, I mean, this Toastmasters helps you build that up. It shows you how to establish those presentations, how to use your body language and different things that you can use to make you that more confident speaker. I think everybody could use it, different walks of life. I think everybody could benefit from it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Tell us some of the what types of, give us a story of somebody who didn't have this background and learned how to be a public speaker.
Okay. I'll give you one circumstance. I hope she doesn't get mad at me. Well, I won't use her name.
You don't have to use a name. Yeah.
But she's part of our club, and she was, again, that introvert, fear of public speaking, the anxiety of it alone just makes her not want to do it. And this last meeting Monday, she gave her speech, and you can just see the progress and within that individual, the confidence and the way she articulated her things. And her particular topic was how to say it, which involves using your gestures, your body language, and excitement, noises that will catch your audience, capture your audience. And she did a great job on that. going from the initial icebreaker from her first time she did her first speech, and to now being on her fifth speech. So you can see that transition.
So there are some rules, but once you get comfortable, you can kind of freelance. It's almost like a good dance. You can
You freestyle it.
Yeah. You learn that you're not to be intimidated.
Correct.
Correct. It's quite that simple.
Right.
Isn't it? Yeah.
A lot of things, like in each meeting, it's a structured setting. Like I said, you have the two facets of it: the communication side and the leadership side. So everyone fulfills a role, whether you're speaking or you're doing a table topic and you do some type of impromptu speaking, whether it's being a timer and evaluating that particular speech. Everyone is doing something for a purpose. And again, you kind of weigh both sides of the scale, the leadership part of it and the communications part of it. I mean, it's a great thing.
Tell us about some of the leadership duties of Toastmasters International.
Okay, well, you have myself, I'm active president at the moment. You have the VPE, which I think is the most vital and important role of Toastmaster, which is the Vice President of Education.
Okay.
That person is responsible for making sure everyone is familiar with their roles, doing the communication back and forth with district and nationals, getting those goals met. We all sit down as a body, the council, which consists of the president, the vice president of education, the vice president of membership, sergeant at arms, secretary, treasurer. It's really established, like a small little business.
I see.
And that leadership role makes sure those leaders make sure that those meetings flow properly and the club is progressing and achieving their goals.
Now, what type of outreach things do you do? Do you do community service projects? Do you do things with schools or?
That we have not, but that's one of the things we're focusing on going forward from this point. We're looking at reaching out to ASU to get their students involved. I spoke with some teachers in the elementary classes. We have the discussion about would that be something that kids can grasp onto at such a young age, but we definitely want to penetrate the community, all audiences that would like to use this as a tool.
What who can you go to grow your base? Who are you looking for? Who makes good Toastmaster members?
Those that we're looking at both sides. We're looking at it from a corporation side. We want to focus on some of those also, and then just a regular individual. Those that may be going up in a leadership position throughout their jobs, that may have to address staff or subordinates. We recommend that corporations or companies within Jonesboro would consider getting their employees to join Toastmasters. We think it'll be very effective as far as transitioning an employee from just a regular employee into leadership. And this is something that'll help them out tremendously.
And I guess you can speak to personal experience. You feel like it's helped you?
Yes, very much so.
Can you put it into words?
Again, I was that introvert. My first speech, I gave 37 R's. So one of the things at Toastmasters, when you get evaluated, you have an I counter, your grammarian. Make sure you're articulating and using correct grammar. I was docked for doing 37 R's my first speech. Now I maybe today on this interview I may have done some also, but I'm still working on it. But in most of my speeches that I do, I'm
37 R's.
37. Those filler words. Yes.
I do some I do's. I do some repetitions, I think. Yeah.
See, and then if you do it in a Toastmaster setting, they will make you aware of that, and you will become more conscious of, okay, let me slow down and think about it. Make sure I don't say that filler word.
Yeah, little filler words.
Yeah.
That's right. And people become very aware of that.
Oh, yes.
When they're listening to you.
Yes.
I see.
If you see here, our club, the Crowley Toastmasters Club, you see these different ribbons on here. You have certain milestones that you achieve as a club. It's 10 goals that you can receive a President's Distinguished. As you can see, we achieved that goal in 2015. Our first year of being established, we achieved the Distinguished Toastmasters Club. So as a goal of the club, we're constantly trying to achieve and better ourselves every year, not only the club, but the individuals in the club. So it's a very good tool.
So it's a continuing education process.
Yes.
Very cool.
If you don't mind, I brought some manuals in today
Yeah, show
to
us
show
some
you
of
that
them.
when you join an organization, again, that CC manual I was telling you all about, competent communication.
Competent communication.
These,
Okay.
you will have 10 speeches in this particular magazine or this particular booklet, and throughout those speeches, you'll snowball up to being that perfect speaker. And then from this point, you focus on your leadership. When you do different roles in the club, your timer, your odd counter, your Toastmaster. Your Toastmaster, he facilitates the whole meeting. You know, from the start, the president or the presiding officer may open up the meeting, and then we pass it off to the Toastmaster. His job will make sure that he explains and articulates the purpose of the meeting, the flow of it, everyone's agenda, everyone's role for the meeting, and make sure it flows through right. Also in this, you have the different roles of general evaluator, and these are some of the things that you would go through and mark off, and you would get a certificate once you complete these. It can go to your employer to show that, hey, this person has achieved this particular goal. And it doesn't just stop there. Once you achieve those goals, you can go up to your advanced communication leadership, advanced leadership manuals, and it goes on up until you become a distinguished Toastmaster. And that's the highest you can get within this organization. And that's something I'm on the way to trying to get.
Almost seems unfair that Toastmasters have this edge on the rest of us, you know, giving speeches and things like that.
A lot of people aren't aware of Toastmasters. I've noticed that here in Jonesboro, if I get out and communicate with people about it, they aren't aware of it and what its purpose is. So
Toastmasters.
hopefully this will help get the community educated.
Well, how can the rest of us get in touch with Toastmasters and join the organization or find out more about it?
Okay, you can visit, we have a personal website, our chapter's website, Toastmasters Crowley's Ridge.
Okay.
No, Toastmasters Crowley's. .com, and you can go there and read more about it, or you can go to the headquarters website, Toastmasters.org organization, and it's a lot of information on there. If you would like to attend one of our meetings, again, our website, you can RSVP. We have our meetings every first and third Monday of the month at Ritter Communications at 5:30.
And Ritter Communications address is?
2400 Ritter Drive.
2400 Ritter Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, Corey, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to come visit with us on Let's Talk Jonesboro.
Okay.
And congratulations on what you guys do and what Toastmasters International does for people all over the world.
All right.
And right here in Jonesboro.
All right. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.